Morning, friends. Today we will discuss about difference and similarities between chemical machining and electrochemical machining. So, as we know that our non-traditional machining processes employ different forms of energy in their direct form for material removal purpose from the workpiece. Such energy forms include mechanical energy. In that we have the different process AJM, AWJM, USAM, WJM. Then chemical energy based processes, that is chemical machining. Then electrochemical machining, that is based on the electrochemical energy. Then different processes based on thermal energy are EDM, LBM, EBM, PAM, etc. And the mechanism of material removal also varies accordingly. So if you talk about the chemical machining, as the name suggests, chemical machining employs an appropriate chemical solution to each material from the workpiece, and such chemical is known as agent, and it is a highly corrosive. So no separate cutting tool, shaped tool or similar devices used here. The agent itself react with the workpiece or work material, and thus the later on gets dissolved into the etchant solution, and thus it is mandatory to select etchant composition based on the work material. And this process is independent of mechanical, electrical and thermal properties of the our work material. However, it relies on its a thermal reactivity. Okay, so this is in short about the chemical machining. Now if you talk about the electrochemical machining, in electrochemical machining, material is removed by ionic dissolution. Okay, but under the assistance of electrochemical reaction. Here no corrosion agent is used. Instead a suitable electrolyte is used. Okay, so we need a electrolyte. Then this process also requires a shaped tool made of electric conductive material. Okay, and that is placed close to the your workpieces, and there a small gap is maintained, and both workpiece as well as the tool are connected to two polarities of our DC power source, and are immersed partially into the electrolyte solution. And under the presence of sufficient potential difference, electrochemical reaction initiates and follows the principle of Faraday's law. And here tool material and electrolyte are chosen in such a way that material from the work surface only get dissolved into the electrolyte. Okay, that is tool and electrolyte remains intact, and this ECM process or tool must have the profile based on the intended profile, because inverse shape of the tool is imparted on the workpiece. Moreover, this ECM can be applied for electrical conductive materials only. Okay, so as there are various similarities and differences between these two processes, that is chemical machining and electrochemical machining. So first we will see the similarities. Now if you talk first point, then this both chemical machining and electrochemical machining are considered as advanced machining or manufacturing processes. However, none of them is a hybrid process, and none of them causes burr or thermal damages to the machine surface. Both processes are quite unlike our AJM or plasma arc machining that generate excessive noise. Okay, then these both processes are independent of work material or mechanic property of the work material, and thus ductility, hardness and strength does not possess any limitation on the application of this chemical machining and electrochemical machining. Also these both processes offer similar level of surface finish, that is up to 0.1 to 2 micron. So these are some similarities between these two processes. If we talk about the differences between these two processes, that is chemical machining and electrochemical machining, then in chemical machining, material is removed in ionic form due to controlled dissolution by chemical etchant. So etchant is important, and etchant slowly dissolves metal to realize the machining. And in case of electrochemical machining, material is removed in ionic form but due to controlled electrochemical dissolution of the work material or work metal. Again, this chemical machining, it is independent of the electrical conductive of the workpiece metal. So it is it can be applied for conductive and non-conductive material. But in case of electrochemical machining, the workpiece must be electrical conductive, as it is used as the anode of the electrolytic cell. Then chemical machining process, no additional electrode is necessary, as chemical reaction takes place between the our etchant and workpiece. But in case of electrochemical machining, an electrode having curvature according to intended shape is absolutely required. For what purpose? To complete the electrical circuit. Then in case of chemical machining, no power supply is necessary, as the process is not related to electrical energy. But in case of ECM, one DC power supply is required. For what purpose? To maintain desired potential difference between the tool and workpiece, that is cathode and anode. In chemical machining, suitable etchant, that is based on the workpiece material, is employed, and typically we are using the etchants in like ferrous chloride, okay, then cupric chloride, then ferrous nitride, okay, HNO3 and HF also. In case of electrochemical machining, instead of etchant, appropriate electrolyte is applied in this electrochemical machining, and typically electrolyte include NaCl and NaNO3. Then for the chemical machining, the rate of chemical dissolution is very hard, okay, to control, and once the process is initiated, the rate cannot be controlled accurately anymore. Okay, so this is disadvantage we can say. But in case of electrochemical machining, rate of electrochemical dissolution can be controlled during the machining simply by the adjusting the IEG, that is inter-electrode gap, and the current. This chemical machining cannot be inherently control the area from where metal should be dissolved. Metal is removed wherever the work surface is exposed to each end, and thus mask can be separately applied to the controlled exposure. Okay, so this care we need to take. But in case of electrochemical machining, this process can be inherently control the area from where metal should be removed, that is dissolution occurs only from the areas where tool is in closely proximity. Okay, so this we can say positive point about this machining. Then these chemical agents for chemical machining are highly corrosive, and thus the process poses the risk to the operator. If you talk about the electrochemical machining, the agent is not such corrosion, and thus the corrosion is somewhat, or this process is somewhat risk free toward the operator. So these are the differences, and here I have mentioned some references where from where I have taken this data. This is about the today's lecture.